Hi everyone, today is Friday, November the 12th, and it's amazing sometimes how these synchronicities happen where you hear about something from someone and then you think about a different thing that's related, and then that previous person who you thought about in conjunction with the first person talks about the same topic that came to your mind, and this is one of those things. So yesterday my daughter asked me a very interesting question when I picked her up from school. She said that her civics teacher was talking about Biden's something about like, I will, like, my infrastructure bill or whatever, my taxation is not, it's I'm not going to let inflation mess with the middle class and all that, and I'm not going to taxation will be, it's sort of like the read my lips, no more taxes kind of thing. I don't know, I don't watch the news at all, so I have no idea. So she told me that her civics teacher had said this, or not said this, but had, showed them this clip or whatever, and also about the global minimum tax and the COP26 carbon things, carbon tax, whatever. And she asked me this interesting question. She's like, "Mom, how is it? Well, how though? Because where would they get the money from? Because this doesn't sound right. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up." And I am so glad she thinks like that. I cannot even express how proud I am of her for thinking that way. Even though she did not raise that question to her teacher directly right there, she probably might, because she will do that in sort of one-on-one after hours type of office hours type of thing. But anyway, so she's like, how is it possible? How would they actually do it? Because they can't, right? I mean, it's got to come from somewhere, right? And then I thought about this article by Howard Buffett, Warren Buffett's father, that was penned in 1948, and it was read out on YouTube by Maneko 64's channel, Mario, on Labor Day, so September the 6th. He read out the whole article basically about why. And so on the drive back from school yesterday, I sort of gave her the synopsis about how gold and sound money basically keeps the keeps the government honest. And I said, hey, so suppose you had 10 coins, 10 gold coins, and we had a fixed rate of one coin is $1,000, and then you deposit, say, your coins with me, and I'm the government, and you as my kid are the citizen, and then I do these stupid investments, so I'm spending willy-nilly. You can come back to the bank, to me, and say, you know what, no, give it back, or I want to withdraw this much because I think your decisions are stupid. But if it's untethered, unanchored, I can do whatever the hell I want, and and you have pretty much no say, even though you may think you do in your votes and whatnot, but you actually don't. And I think I did a super adequate job of explaining it to her. So today on the drive to school, since she's my captive audience, right, she can listen to something on the drive, and so I had her listen to this, it was 40 minutes long, I think, being read out, but she put it on 1.75 speed, which is fine. She got the point of it. I had her listen to this article being read out, the Howard Buffett article. And if any of you have not, and then the funny thing that also happened was this morning, part of my daily ritual is to drink my cup of coffee and listen to Mario, give the daily news, so to speak. And he spoke about a different thing. He spoke about the gold ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs, and how ETFs are not the true asset, which is absolutely spot on. And he also spoke about, he brought up his, the talk he'd given on September the 6th about Howard Buffett's article. And I was like, oh, this is so cool, because he brought up some very important points that are worth reiterating. That when an individual has their own voice and is empowered, with empowerment also comes responsibility, and it gives the individual that responsibility to have to make that decision. Do I want all of these additional subsidies and handouts, whatever, from the government, or do I want how do I want to balance this? Because you can't exactly do everything. You really can't. And yeah, you know what? People may say, yeah, tax the rich, tax the billionaires, this and that. Well, guess what? The billionaires don't own anything, because all their stuff, and for those of you who don't know, the Zuckerberg people, they basically all their assets are in this foundation that, their kid is the beneficiary, manager of the foundation, whatever. So it's like, oh, okay, then the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, again, they don't, they enjoy the benefits as beneficiaries of everything, actually, but they own nothing. And who owns things actually? Who's too small to actually run these kind of like a large museum foundation, like somebody, I won't say names, but the governor of my state, his mother-in-law, actually, I think his mother, somebody, she like her foundation runs a museum. And if you think about that business model, it's like, okay, so when you go to a museum, you don't go for free. You pay something, and so that goes into the foundation, and it just builds and builds and builds, and it builds all that goodwill, which is great. You know what? We need museums and that sort of thing. But think about it. It's not like this person runs a business, because if they had a business, they would actually have to pay taxes on their damn museum inflows. Instead, it's held in a foundation. Rolex is held in a foundation. So who's too small to begin these sort of things? It's the average to lower middle class person who's doing their day-to-day, too wrapped up in debt, too wrapped up in their day-to-day busyness, to step above this bullshit and think about wealth preservation and that sort of thing. And I think that's how they get away with it. And anyways, so if you've not watched that video, I highly recommend going to this guy's channel. I will put it in the description, or no, in the title actually, now since YouTube lets you do it in the title. The channel name is Meneco, MENECO 64 is the channel name, and the date of publish is Labor Day, which I'm pretty sure was September the 6th. So yeah, please do watch that. It's really worth listening to. Or if you don't like listening to things and you're able to download that article, maybe just Google it, Howard Buffett 1948 article. Okay, thank you for listening. Take care. Bye.